डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज आमी कुलम्स ल इन वेक्टर फर्म এটা डिसकास करब। क्लास 12 এর ফার্স্ট চ্যাপ্টারে আছে ফিজিক্সের Coulomb's law in vector form. Last day I have already discussed Coulomb's law in scalar form. Today I will discuss about Coulomb's law in vector form. And for this reason I have taken two charges. দুইটা চার্জ নিয়েছি, একটা হলো Q1 আর একটা হলো Q2, সেম নেচারের, আইদার দুইটাই পজিটিভ বা দুইটাই নেগেটিভ। তো Q1 Q2, so they will repel each other. So Q1 will give force on Q2 which is represented by F21, and force on 2 by 1 repel, so it is moving in this direction, and F12 is the force on Q1 due to Q2, so this is in this direction. And also we have taken two unit vector R12 cap, means कि R12 cap is the unit vector from Q1 to Q2, डायरेक्शन হচ্ছে এইদিকে। ইউনিট ভেক্টর মানে যার ম্যাগনিটিউড 1, আর R21 কে আবার একটা ইউনিট ভেক্টর ফ্রম Q2 টু Q1, R21 কে। তাহলে দেখো ভালো করে, you see A12 এইটার ডাইরেকশনই হচ্ছে কি R21 কে, আর F21 এর দিকে দেখ R12 কে। Okay, so according to Coulomb's law, what we can write? In this expression, it is not expressed in vector form. This is just scalar form, only scalar form. This side there is no vector, this side we have given mod, then means it is also not represented in vector. So only magnitude we have taken. Now you see F12 vector is along the direction of R21 cap. So what we can write, since therefore what we can write, is this right? No, because this side is vector, this side is not vector. So to make it vector, we have to multiply with a unit vector along this direction. So what is the direction of F12 vector? F12 vector and R21 cap. So R21 cap, and F21 vector, its direction is along the direction of R12 vector, a cap. So what is its direction? Its direction is along this. So these two equations are the expression for Coulomb's law in vector form. These two equations are the expression for Coulomb's law in vector form. So easy. Only you have to represent the vector, and to represent vector we have to multiply with a unit vector. So what is its direction? This. What is its direction? This, multiplying the curve. Now we are going to, from Coulomb's law we get Newton's third law of motion. You see. We are going to express Coulomb's law into Newton's third law of motion. Now, from 1 we get, what we get? F12 vector equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square R21 cap. Now you see what is R12 cap and R21 cap. Both are unit vector. So both have magnitude 1, but their direction is reverse, opposite direction. So both are equal in magnitude, opposite in direction. So this can be represented by clear? R21 cap, its direction is opposite to the direction of this. So if you take this minus sign on, then what will you get? What is this? This is F21. So equal to minus of minus sign F2 1 vector. So F12 vector equal to minus of F21 vector. What is this? This is Newton's third law. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. So from Coulomb's law we derive Newton's third law of motion, which is Newton's third law of motion. So from Coulomb's law we have got the Newton's third law of motion. So first we have got Coulomb's law in vector form only by multiplying unit vector, and then any one equation you use, either this one or this one, any one equation you can choose. So we have chosen this, and then we replace this by this, and minus sign is taken in front, then this is, so this is F12, this is equal to minus of F21. So every action has equal and opposite reaction. This is the Newton's third law of motion. So Coulomb's law follow Newton's third law of motion. Okay. Now clear? Now we are going to discuss about superposition principle of charges. Superposition principle of charges. Superposition principle of charges. Suppose there are so many charges which are placed in discrete manner. Now, what will be the net force on a single charge? This will be equal to the algebraic or vector sum of the forces on a particular charge given by the other charge. Suppose there is a charge Q1, Q2, say Q3, say Qn. These are placed in discrete manner. Now, superposition principle of charges means कि suppose you have chosen this charge, so there is a force of attraction between these two interaction, either attraction or repulsion. There is a interaction between these two. There is an interaction between these two. Now, you first find force between these two, then force between these two, then force between these two, and then you take the vector sum of these three. You will get the total force on this charge. This is the principle of superposition of charges. What is principle of superposition of charges? We have to take so many charges placed in discrete manner, and we have to calculate the force on a particular charge by the other charges, and then we have to take the vector sum of these forces. This will be the net force on the particular charge, and this is called the principle of superposition of charges. মানে কি বলা হলো, অনেকগুলো চার্জ এদিক ওদিক করে আছে, তাহলে তারা সবার মধ্যে ইন্টারাকশন হবে। যে কোনো একটা পার্টিকুলার চার্জের উপরে প্রত্যেকটা চার্জে কত ফোর্স দিচ্ছে আমরা ক্যালকুলেট করে নিলাম। এরপর ওই সব চার্জগুলোর যদি ভেক্টর সাম করি তাহলেই কি হবে, যে নেট ফোর্স অন দ্য পার্টিকুলার চার্জ। এটাকেই বলা আছে কি প্রিন্সিপাল অফ সুপারপোজিশন অফ চার্জেস। এখন দেখো, সো হোয়াট উইল বি দ্য ফোর্স on this by this charge? So this F1, 2 vector. So what is the force on this due to this? F1, 3. What is the force on this due to this? There is a unit vector in this direction. R21 cap, R31 cap, Rn1 cap. So Rm is to find this one force, this one force, this one force. These are, and this distance is say R1 to R1 to R1 M. So what will be the force F1 to equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by, what is the distance? R1 to square, and what is the unit vector? This one. Now what is the distance? Like this, right? What is F1 and Now what is the superposition principle? What will be the net force on this? This will be the vector sum of these forces. So therefore F1 equal to F12 vector plus F13 vector plus F1n vector. Clear? Now you put this value. When you put, you will get 1 by 4 pi epsilon, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. So take common 1 by 4 pi epsilon. So what we are getting? Q1 Q2 by R12 square R21 cap plus Q1 Q3 by R13 square R31 cap plus Q1 Qn by R1 n square Rn1 cap. Q1 also common. So this is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R12 square R21 cap plus Q3 by R13 square R31 cap plus Qn by R1n square Rn1 cap. This is the principle of superposition of charges. Yeah, this is the principle of superposition of charges. You have to take so many charges, they are in discrete manner, and you have to find force on a particular charge. And what will be the net force? This will be the vector sum of the forces. And this will be the principle of superposition of charges. Clear? আজকের জন্য এখানে রাখলাম। ওরা পড়ো, ঠিক করে পড়লে সাকসেস আসবে। পড়তে লাগবে রেগুলারলি, আদারওয়াইজ সাকসেস পসিবল না। সাকসেস হতে গেলে, পেতে গেলে তোমাকে রেগুলারলি পড়তে লাগবে, হার্ডওয়ার্ক করতে লাগবে। হার্ডওয়ার্ক না করলে সাকসেস কোনোদিনও আসবে। কাজে ঠিক করে পড়ো, ঠিক করে পড়লে তোমার সাবজেক্টটা ইজি হয়ে যাবে, এর মধ্যে ইন্টারেস্ট পাবে, ভালো লাগবে। রাখলাম।